Hello everyone. In today's lecture, we will see some more questions based on applications of derivative. Clear? Practice questions from 31st to 36. In last lecture, we had covered till question number 30. Right. So in this lecture, we will start with question number 31 till 36. The images used in our slide deck are for educational purposes only. We respect the intellectual property rights of the original creators and owners of these images. If you are the owner of any of the images used in this deck and have any concerns or issues, please contact us at sathi@iitk.ac.in and we shall remove the images. So let's start with question number 31, which says if the curves y is equal to a to the power x and y is equal to b to the power x intersects at angle alpha, then tan alpha is equal to. Clear? So the hint of this question is C. We have to find basically the angle of intersection of the two curves, right? So we know that the angle of intersection of two curves is basically nothing but the angle of intersection of their tangent, right? So first we will find the slope of this tangent, slope of the tangent to this curve, and slope of tangent to this curve. After that, we will calculate alpha by the use of this formula. Tan alpha is equal to mod of m1 minus m2 upon 1 plus m1 m2, right? And m1 is slope of this line, m2 is slope of this curve, right? M1 is slope of this curve, and m2 is slope of this curve. Okay. So you have 10 seconds to solve this question. After 10 seconds, we will discuss the solution. Okay, let's move to the solution part C. Clearly, the point of intersection of the curve is 0 and 1, as we can see easily, right? Because 0 and 1 are satisfying both the curves, clear? Now, slope of the tangent of first curve is m1, which is equal to dy by dx, which is a to the power x log a. So, dy by dx at 0, 1 is m1, which is equal to log a. Now, slope of tangent at second curve, which is m2, which is dy by dx is equal to b to the power x log b, right? Therefore, m2 can be written as dy by dx at 0, 1, which is equal to log b, clear? Therefore, tan alpha can be calculated as m1 minus m2 upon 1 plus m1 m2, right? Therefore, tan alpha is log a minus log b upon 1 plus log a log b, clear? Log a minus log b upon 1 plus log a log b. Got it? Okay. So, let's move to the next question, question number 32, which says if the curve y square is equal to 6x, 9x square plus by square is equal to 16 intersect each other at right angle, then the value of b. Okay. So again, the hint of this question is C. First, we can find the point of intersection by using y square by solving both equations simultaneously. Since here one variable b is also there, right? So we can easily calculate C. We have to basically calculate the value of b. Now, first we will calculate dy by dx, that is slope of this slope of tangent of this curve. Again, we will calculate slope of tangent to this curve, right? Which is dy by dx again. Now we can easily calculate C. The two curves intersect at right angle, right? So 10 pi by 2 should not be defined, right? So denominator calculated by using 10 alpha is equal to mod m1 minus m2 upon 1 plus m1 m2 should be equal to should be not defined, right? Therefore 1 plus m1 m2 should be equal to 0, clear? So first we can calculate m1 by using dy by dx, applying differentiating this equation throughout, and we can calculate m2 by differentiating this equation throughout, right? So in this way you can approach this question. Okay, so you have 10 seconds to solve this question. After 10 seconds we will discuss the solution. Okay. Okay, let's move to the solution part C. We have y square is equal to 6x. When we differentiate throughout, 2y dy by dx is equal to 6. Therefore, dy by dx is equal to 3 by y, right? Now, slope of tangent at x1, y1 can be written as m1 is equal to 3 upon y1. Also, you can calculate 9x square plus by square is equal to 16. You can differentiate throughout, so 18x plus 2by dy by dx equal to 0. Therefore, dy by dx is equal to minus 9x upon by. So, slope of tangent at x1, y1 is basically m2, which is equal to minus 9x1 upon by1. Since these are intersection at these are intersection at right angle, therefore m1 m2 should be equal to minus 1, right? M1 m2 equal to minus 1. Clear? So let's calculate m1 m2. M1 is this one and m2 is this one. So when you multiply this, you will get 27x1 upon by1 square is equal to 1, right? So 27x1 upon c, y1 square is basically 6x1, right? So 6bx1. So x1 and x1 will be cancelled out, which is equal to 1. So b can be written as 27 by 6, which is equal to 9 by 2. Alright, therefore b is equal to 9 by 2. Okay, so I think option D is right choice, 9 by 2. Got it? 9 by 2. Okay, okay, let's move to the next question. Question number 33, which is angle between tangents to the curve y is equal to x square minus 5x plus 6 at point 20 and 30 is. We have to find angle of tangents to this curve. So the hint of this question is C. First we will find dy by dx, right? Easily, as the curve is given. Now we can calculate dy by dx at two different points, 20 and 30. Clear? And we can easily calculate the angle between, because when you calculate dy by dx at 20, we will get different slope, different dy by dx. That is, and we can assume as m1. And when we will calculate dy by dx at 30, you will get different value of dy by dx. And let us assume this dy by dx as m2. Clear? Now we can easily calculate, since the slope of two lines are given, we can easily calculate angle between the two lines by using the formula tan theta is equal to mod m1 minus m2 upon 1 plus m1 m2, right? So by this way you can approach this question. So you have 10 seconds to solve this question. After 10 seconds we will discuss the solution. Okay, okay, let's move to the solution part C. As y is given as x square minus 5x plus 6, therefore dy by dx will be 2x minus 5. We have just differentiated this. Now m1 is basically dy by dx at 20, which is equal to 4 minus 5, which is equal to minus 5. And m2 is equal to dy by dx at 30, which is equal to 6 minus 5, which is 1. Now m1 m2 is equal to minus 1 into 1 is equal to minus 1. Since m1 m2 is coming out to be minus 1, hence angle between the tangents is pi by 2. Clear? Angle between the tangents is pi by 2, right? So the two curves are orthogonal to each other. Got it? Option A is the right choice. Clear? Let's move to the next question. Question number 34, which says if the curve x square upon alpha plus y square upon 4 is equal to 1 and y cube is equal to 16x intersect at right angles, then the value of alpha is, again C. Again the hint of this question is C. We are given two curves, right? And the curve intersect at right angles, or the curve is orthogonal, is same thing. So first we will calculate m1 by using dy by differentiating throughout this equation, right? So dy by dx of this equation will be m1 and dy by dx of this equation will be m2. Clear? So since the tangents to these curves are cutting at right angle, right? So m1 m2 can be written as minus 1, right? By this way you will get the value of alpha. Okay, so by this method you can approach the question. Okay, you have 10 seconds to solve this question. After 10 seconds we will discuss the solution. Okay, let's move to the solution part C. The slope of curve x square upon alpha plus y square upon 4 is equal to 1. m1 is written as minus 4x upon alpha y. Now slope of curve y cube is equal to 16x is basically m2 is equal to 16 upon 3y square, right? Now apply the condition of perpendicularity of the two curves, that is m1 m2 equal to minus 1. Clear? So after applying m1 m2 is equal to minus 1, you will get alpha is equal to 4 by 3 with the help of equation of curve. Clear? Right? Clear? You will do m1 m2 equal to minus 1, you can get in terms of x and y. And by the using equation of the two curves, you can easily calculate the value of alpha, which is equal to 4 by 3. Clear? Okay. So I think 4 by 3 is the right answer. Option B is the right choice. Got it? Okay. Let's move to the next question. Our next question is question number 35, which says if fx satisfies the condition of Rolle's theorem in 1 to 2 and fx is continuous in 1 to 2, then we have to calculate integration of 1 to 2 f dash x dx is equal to. Clear? So see, the condition is satisfying the Rolle's theorem. What is Rolle's theorem? Rolle's theorem says that if equation is continuous in 1 to 2 and differentiable in continuous in closed interval 1 to 2 and differentiable in open interval 1 to 2, right? And if fa is equal to fb, fa equal to fb, that is f1 should be equal to f2, then there must exist at least one c where f dash c is equal to 0. Clear? That is the statement of Rolle's theorem. Clear? So you can easily apply the three statements of the Rolle's theorem, and you can easily get the value of this term, right? So by this method, you can approach the question. You have 10 seconds to solve this question. After 10 seconds, we will discuss the solution. See, we have to calculate this integration of 1 to 2 f dash x dx, which is equal to fx 1 to 2 f2 minus f1 equal to 0. Now, since fx satisfies the Rolle's theorem, therefore we know that one of the conditions of Rolle's theorem that fa should be equal to fb. Right? Therefore, f2 is equal to f1. Clear? That's why f2 minus f1 is equal to 0. Clear? So I think B is the right answer. 0. Clear? Option B is the right choice. Okay. Let's move to the next question. Question number 36, which says if the function fx equal to x cube minus 6x square plus ax plus b satisfies Rolle's theorem in the interval 1 to 3 and f dash 2 root 3 plus 1 upon root 3 equal to 0, then which option is correct? See, the hint of this question is again we can apply Rolle's theorem. What is Rolle's theorem? The function should be continuous in the interval closed 1 to 3 and function should be differential in the interval open 1 to 3 and fa should be equal to f3. Clear? These three conditions is the condition for Rolle's theorem, and we have to calculate f dash. So if these three conditions satisfy, then there must be at least one c such that f dash c is equal to 0. Clear? And c must be belong to c must be between 1 to 3. Clear? So see, suppose if this is c 2 root 3 plus 1 by root 3, is this lying in interval 1 to 3? Yes, it is lying in the interval 1 to 3. Right. So you got the hint of this question. So you can easily apply this approach to get the answer of this question. Okay, you have 10 seconds to solve this question. After 10 seconds, we will discuss the solution. Okay, let's move to the solution part C. Since fx is equal to x cube minus 6x square plus ax plus b. Now on differentiating with respect to x, we get f dash x is equal to 3x square minus 12x plus a. By the definition of Rolle's theorem, f dash c should be equal to 0. This implies c f dash of 2 plus 1 by root 3, which is this one, 2 root 3 plus 1 upon root 3. So f dash 2 plus 1 by root 3 should be equal to 0. Clear? Let's put 2 plus 1 by root 3 in the given equation. In the given f dash x. Right. So 3 times through 2 plus 1 by root 3 is whole square minus 12 into 2 plus 1 by root 3 plus a is equal to 0. Clear? Therefore 3 into 4 plus c. We will break this a plus b whole square. So 3 into 4 plus 1 by 3 plus 4 by root 3 minus 12 into 2 plus 1 by root 3 plus a equal to 0. Clear? Therefore, see, 12 plus 1 plus 4 root 3 minus 24 minus 4 root 3 plus a is equal to 0. Therefore, you can get the value of a as 11. Clear? So a is equal to 11. Right? I think option D is right choice. A is equal to 11. Got it? Okay, so in this way we have discussed a lot of different types of questions, right? In which there were questions from Rolle's theorem, clear, on tangents and normal. Okay, so hope you understand the concept, clear, and hope you like the lecture, right? Okay, thank you so much.